Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report. Back to normal this week on our runs after being pretty slow last week. We had a lot of bad weather, I guess, a lot of rain going on, and not very many cattle last week. We kind of came back to normal with a pretty decent run of cattle. Had a little over 2,100 head for the week for the both days. And we're still getting rain, so I don't know. It's wet in a lot of places that there still has to be cattle out there we haven't sold. Rob Tripson told me, I think it was Monday, I talked to him. He sent some calves over, and they had to drag their trucks and trailers out to get them out onto the road because they were so wet. So that's over there in Indian River County and St. Lucie and Brevard counties. They're all pretty wet. We're in pretty good shape here in Okeechobee, up on the river. We're in pretty good shape. We're getting a little bit of the rain, but most of the rain and saturated land is over on the East Coast. But the cattle are still coming in, and good quality calves are showing up. We had some good calves here Tuesday from Omaha Contracting down around the lake. Some really good Brangus cross kind of calves. They sold good. That was Tuesday. Monday we had a lot of small lots of cattle, and I can't remember exactly who were the big sellers of the day, but I think we ended up with 120 different consigners of cattle on Monday, with a little over 1,100 head, and so they came from everywhere, and prices were good. They were off a little bit on Tuesday for what reasons I'm not sure about, but these calves are bringing up there, still bringing a lot of money. Had a lot of 500-pound calves up there around $4. Had some 300-pound calves bringing up there in the $6 range. Some 700-pound calves. Paul Linder wanted me to mention one calf that he sold. It was a yearling, a brindled yearling that weighed over 700 pounds, maybe 750 or 60. That brought, I think he said that calf brought $2,500. So prices are really good. It's still hanging in there, even though it's kind of dropped off just a little bit or leveled out, I would guess. It's still at a real high range. These calves are just bringing a lot of money, and the demand is good because you see a lot of activity, a lot of buyers with a lot of orders, and so there's competition here. Every sale day there's a lot of competition for these good Florida calves. On the slaughter cow side, the slaughter cows and bulls are selling steady, fairly steady, and they were off maybe $1 to $3 between both days. But the cows are hanging in there somewhere in the 140s to 160 range, with an outstanding cow here or there bringing up above 160. Had some really good bulls. I believe came in yesterday. I think I remember seeing a bull, maybe a Brammer bull, that weighed a little over a ton, that brought over $2 a pound. And there were a lot of good bulls here both days. I guess everybody's doing their semen checking and finding out what they're going to have to turn out come first of the year. So we've had a lot of bulls come in here that have been culled out, and that's why we have bull sales in October, because people are getting ready for the breeding season. And speaking of bull sales, the Deer Valley Farm Angus sale last Friday averaged over $6,500. It was a real good sale. JP was very happy, and all the buyers went home with good bulls. And everybody was expecting for these prices to be higher. This week we're offering the Brangus bulls from Little Creek Farms and Friends. They'll be here Friday with an outstanding set of Brangus bulls. So if you're looking to keep heifers and build that herd up and replenish your herds with these Brangus bulls, they can give you some good female characteristics in your keeping heifers, your heifers that you're going to keep, and I imagine that's what you're going to be using these bulls for. But they'll be in high demand, and I would expect for them to bring as much or more than our sale last Friday. We'll see, but that sells this Friday at 1 p.m. and there'll be about 60 head of good Brangus bulls. And you can come see us if you're not cleared to buy through the market. If you're not a normal customer here and new to the area, you'll need to come into the office and fill out your buyer's registration forms. We'll check your bank account, make sure you can pay for them, and then you'll be good to go. That's Friday at 1 p.m. And I think that about wraps it up, other than the next Friday after this week will be the Charolais bulls from Eaton, and then the last Friday of October will be the Sutphin Ranch mixed breed sale, and that'll wrap it up for October. So we're on into October. Weather's still warm. It hadn't cooled off any, and we're still getting rain every day. I think we're about caught up on that, but good news is we haven't had any storms. This week last year we did have a storm, and we weren't even open on Tuesday, so we're very thankful for that. Top prices this week on the calf side. Now, these were little bitty calves, and there were two of them. They came in there, they looked like they were like week-old baby calves. They weighed 90 pounds, and they brought $10 a pound. And those calves were sold by Crescent Bar 3 Cattle in Port St. Lucie, and they were bought by LS Cattle. The two little baby calves brought a lot of money. On the slaughter cow side, D.W. Creek from Jupiter, Florida, topped the cow market with a 1,420 pound cow that brought $1.71. And that cow was bought by FPL. That's your market report. Thank you for tuning in. Thumbs up, subscribe to our station, and we'll keep them coming to you. We'll see you next week. Bye.